In this video, we're going to discuss surfaces in 3D. We will consider the meaning of traces and how they can be used to graph a surface. We will graph an example of a surface, which is a plane, and then we'll define quadric surfaces. So surfaces in space are graphs of equations in 3 variables. Let me write this down. That might have an equation that looks like f of x, y, z is equal to 0. And these result in a surface in space. We've seen examples of surfaces so far. The one example that we've seen is a plane. A plane is a surface. We've also seen spheres. Spheres are surfaces. Cylinders are also surfaces, as well as quadric surfaces. So we've seen planes. A sphere is actually an example of a quadric surface. So planes, cylinders, and quadric surfaces. And we will talk about these in the upcoming videos. And in order to be able to graph these objects in space, we make use of traces. Traces are really important and useful, and they are the intersection of the surface with either a coordinate plane or a plane parallel to a coordinate plane. So the intersection of the surface, let me note this, with the coordinate planes, or sometimes it's useful to intersect the surface with planes parallel to a coordinate plane. We'll see what we mean when we look at examples. But here, as a reminder, I want to talk about the equations of the 3 coordinate planes. So when we consider a trace on the xy plane, what we mean by that is we're intersecting our surface with the xy plane. And we know that the equation of the xy plane is z equal to 0. So we will substitute into our equation of the surface, f of x, y, z equals 0. We'll put in z equals 0 to see what the intersection looks like on the with the xy plane. So this will be called the xy trace. If we intersect the surface with the xz plane, that'll be called the xz trace. We will put in y equal to 0 because every point on the xz plane has 0 y. So this will be the xz trace. And then similarly, if we want to intersect the surface with the yz plane, whose equation is x equal to 0, that will be called the yz trace. Right now, this is just some terminology, but I will refer back to traces when we start sketching surfaces. And actually, I'm also going to talk about traces as we try to sketch a plane. So the example in this video will be sketching one of the surfaces that we're uncovering in this section, which is just a plane. And so we're going to start with an example. We want to sketch the plane 4x plus 2y plus 3z equals 12. So first I want to show you how this is of the form f of x, y, z equals 0, right? If we look up here, where we have f of x, y, z equals 0, we could rewrite our plane by moving the 12 to the left side, and on the left we have a function of 3 variables, x, y, and z, and on the right we would have 0. So a plane is a surface in space, and we can either use traces to sketch the plane, or we can use intercepts. I think the easiest way is to use intercepts. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to talk about how we would find a trace on the xy plane, so how we might find the xy trace. So to use intercepts, if I want the x-intercept, so where our plane intersects the x-axis, any point on the x-axis has y equal to 0 and z equal to 0. So what I'm going to do to find the intercept, the x-intercept, is I'm going to take our equation 4x plus 2y plus 3z equal to 12 and plug in y equals 0 and z equals 0, and that will give us the x-intercept. So when both y and z are 0, we will have that 4x is equal to 12 or x equals 3. That means that the point 3, when x is 3, y is 0, and z is 0, is on the plane. So I'm going to sketch that x-intercept on my coordinate system on the right side. So here's our point 3, 0, 0. Similarly, we can find the y-intercept and the z-intercept. So the y-intercept, we're going to plug in x equal to 0 and z equal to 0 to find the y-intercept. So x will be 0, z will be 0, and into our equation, that's going to give us that 2y, oops, I'm going to use a white marker here, 2y equals 12, which is, when we solve this, we have y equals 6, so we know that point 0, 6, 0 is the y-intercept. So there it is, 0, 6, and 0. And we can do the same thing to find the z-intercept. We will plug in x equal to 0 and y equal to 0, since all the points along the z-axis have 0x and 0y. And that's going to give us that 3z equals 12, or z is equal to 4. So plotting our z-intercept, we have the point 0, 0, 4 on the plane. And that's enough to give us a picture of this plane. If we connect those intercepts, we have a sense of the plane. So there's our plane. I haven't talked about traces, but I'm going to give an example of how to find the trace of the plane on the xy plane. So if we think about the xy trace, we already see it on our graph. The xy trace is this line. That's the xy trace because that's where our surface, the plane, intersects the xy plane. So we're looking at the intersection of two planes. And if we try to figure out what that looks like, because on the xy plane, any point has a z value of 0, to find the xy trace, we're going to set only z equal to 0. Right? So when we find intercepts, we set two of the coordinates equal to 0, but for the xy trace, we're just going to set z equal to 0. And going back to our equation of the plane, we have that 4x plus 2y is equal to 12. We set z equal to 0 here, and this gives us the equation of a line. I can manipulate this a little bit to solve for y and write it in slope-intercept form. That might be easier to graph or to understand the graph. So we would have that 2y equals 12 minus 4x, and dividing everything by 2, we have that y is equal to 6 minus 2x. And this is called the xy trace. And you can see it on the graph as the line on the xy plane that has a y-intercept of 6 right here and a slope of -2. So intercepts are points. Traces are intersections of surfaces with either the coordinate planes or sometimes planes parallel to those coordinate planes. And the last thing I'm going to discuss in this video, just to set us up for the next videos, is the meaning of a quadric surface, or at least an introduction to what a quadric surface might be. So quadric surfaces are graphs of equations that have the form that I've written below, And what I want you to notice about this form is it's still, all of this can be thought of f of x, y, z equals 0. So it's a surface in space. But quadric surfaces are kind of special because you can see here that we have possibly x squared, y squared, and z squares with a coefficient in front that could be positive or negative. And then possibly some xy, xz, yz, a constant, or x terms, y terms, and z terms. What's special about quadric surfaces is that when a quadric surface is intersected with a coordinate plane, the trace is a conic section. So traces on coordinate planes are conic sections. And that's going to be really helpful in graphing quadric surfaces. And just a reminder, conic sections are in 2 dimensions are, ellipses, hyperbolas, parabolas, and circles. Lines can also be conic sections, but they're called degenerate conic sections. So when we're working with quadric surfaces, we're going to be finding traces that will result in one of these 4 conic sections. All right, so in the next several videos, we're going to explore some cylinders and start looking at special quadric surfaces.